Okay.
Hey, this is Lorraine Pursell, Women's Empowerment Coach, and I am here with Rhyza Reyes in the Philippines today. Hi, Rhyza.
Hello.
So glad you could make the time to be with me. I know it's really late at night right there. And we're going to be,
Okay.
Rhyza's been in Earth Angel School, I think, since the beginning, right, Rhyza? Pretty.
I believe so, yes.
And I just wanted to talk with Rhyza today and have her share her story and what Earth Angel School has benefited her. And um, yeah, so Riza, thank you so much. What time is it over there right now? I think it's 10 in the morning here.
Yep, so that's 13 hours behind me, behind yeah, so it's 11. It's
Oh,
11 in the evening.
it's 11 at night.
Yep.
Okay, Riza.
Awesome, right?
Yeah. So why don't you tell us just a little bit about who you are and where in the Philippines you live and what kind of challenges and struggles you've had in your life and where you want to go in your life.
Um, I'm a 29-year-old. I don't know why I start that way, but I'm a 29-year-old digital marketing consultant, and that's how I actually came across you through a common friend of ours, a common acquaintance, and
Yeah.
I live in Cebu, Philippines. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's amazing. It's one of the greatest places here in the Philippines, and um, you should visit. Yeah,
I'd like to.
one of these days. One of these days, definitely. Struggles. So my life is painted with struggles. I mean, growing up, it was so hard because at the age of 12, I had to look after my brother. My mom had to go to New York to be a nurse and all that jazz. So I was 12 years old and I was looking after my younger brother, who was 2 years. No, he's 2 years younger than I am. And so at that age, I mean, 12 years old, I've learned to just deal with life at a very young age, which is very unusual for a lot of people. But it's one of the blessings of learning to deal with life at a very young age, because then you learn things early, you
Mm.
know. And I think a lot of, although most people would say it's, when I don't have a father, by the way, it's one of the issues. My biological father, my mom actually left him
Mm.
because he wasn't the kind of father that she wanted him to be for us. So she left him. And so we grew up without a father. So there are three of us, and I got separated from my sister for like, I don't know, 20 years.
Mm.
And another one of the struggles that I've encountered growing up. And there were there were many other things that I really struggled with. I think one of the major things that I struggled with as a kid was, and this is very sensitive, I tend to not say this to anyone, but it's personal, and I think at the same time it's empowering to reveal
Yeah, and
that at
just
the
so you
very,
know, this is going to go everywhere, Riza. So
yep.
I don't know if you want to say this.
um I think I can, because then
Okay.
it will make sense,
All right.
you know, then
Okay.
people will have a clear you know, perspective. So as a child, I was, because my mom was not there, I was left with my stepfather.
Yeah.
Yep, very ugly
So sorry.
experience. It was
So sorry.
great for, I don't know how long it was when he was great. And um, when my mom wasn't here anymore, he had an opportunity to, I don't know, but my memory serves me right. I was around 12 years old when he molested me.
Hmm.
So that's one. And then another was my uncle at a younger age. And then another was with my mom's uh, cousin. I don't know how far the cousin was, but three instances.
So
There was no, I can say that there was no, anything really was. it was weird. And for a fact, it wasn't, it was ugly and it was not nice. I remember just, you know, fragments of it, but I had that memory growing up. I had that experience growing up. It might have been one of the many reasons why I wasn't really, you know, good in terms of relationships, because
Right.
I was struggling. I had fear, so many things that goes through someone's mind when you have that, right? And you're not really sure where you're supposed to put yourself in the world, you know. So
So with,
I've had that growing up.
with all of this, Rhyza, it's just a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, those of us in America, Canada,
Mm.
can't even fathom, you know, what it would be like to raise yourself at 12 and have to deal with all of this.
Yeah.
And
And you probably are thinking, you're still smiling. You're 29 and you're smiling. You're not, you
Mhm.
didn't end up a drug addict. You didn't end up in, you know, all those other
Yeah.
things that you could, you know, just when
Yes.
you're
Yes.
adding one and one and the stuff.
So, and look at, you know, I'm looking at all of your stuff around you and how accomplished you are at 29 to be a digital marketer.
yep.
And
Thank you.
so you're, with all of these struggles that you've had, you have a vision and a goal and a dream. And what is that?
Always, always. Every day when I wake up, I always say something to myself and to the rest of the world, if I may. And I always say, thank you for whoever I'm thanking, anyway, to my divine source, my creator, the universe, God. I always say in the morning when I wake up, thank you for the gift of life and the blessing of each new day.
Mm.
I always say that because I always want to live my life with gratitude. I think because, well, I know that it's the least I can do to be thankful, because after everything that I've been through, I'm still here, and
Mm.
I'm only seeing better and better of myself. You know, I don't see myself going down a pit somewhere. It's not. It doesn't feel that way. It feels like I'm soaring and I'm flying, and that feeling of being grateful and seeing opportunities and, you know, just being the best of who I am each day is making me feel like what is there to fear? You know, what is
Wow,
there?
because you've been through so much. You, yeah,
Yes.
probably
So
experienced it all. So how
yeah.
does Earth Angel School source you, Rhyza?
Um, the best thing that I can describe Earth Angel School is it's the avenue that people won't expect is the right kind of avenue for them. Um, you know, we see a lot of these things, right? But, and I have, because I've heard and I've seen these things, groups and communities and all that. But Earth Angel School is different, and what makes Earth Angel School different is you, because you have this.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I say that with all honesty, because I've never met someone who's so has a way of being so raw and genuine and just really helps. I mean, that's something, because you have people all across the globe talking to you about their life, and they're just, there isn't any, I don't see any wall, there's no form of restriction or anything. You have a way of making
I feel
people
like I'm
feel
going to cry right now.
unraveled. I don't.
Wow.
Maybe later.
I'm just so
But you
moved
do.
by what you
Honestly,
just said. I'm so
yeah,
moved by what you just
you
said.
have this you have this gift of making people, you know, unravel naturally without forcing it. It just feels natural, and I think that's a very important thing, in something like Earth Angel School, in a community like this, when you're trying to create a foundation where we are exploring who we are, and in the process we are realizing our strength, because that's an empowering thing, you know. You could go in any other community and you'd be like, yeah, this is great, this is helpful, I'm hearing advice, but the process that you have in Earth Angel School is something else. I can't really pinpoint the right word. It feels different. It just feels very different, and in a very good way, because you're experiencing things in the process at the same time. You're realizing so much and learning so much about yourself, and then you realize, I have that power, you know?
Yeah. Woo!
Yeah. Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. And the more I'm in Earth Angel School, and I'm hearing all about the transformation that's happening on the calls, and how, little, because we don't expect things to happen overnight, right? But you really see and hear little by little that these people who are in Earth Angel School are experiencing that transformation in one way or another. There is a transformation that's happening, and that's where the magic happens. And yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing how it feels, where I'm like on the call and I'm listening to other people, and like, oh my gosh, these are people like thousands and thousands of miles away, but I am connecting with them
Yeah.
on some level.
Oh, you can
Even
show
if we
the
have different, by
that.
design, our problems are different, but we're able to connect in a very strong way. There's that bond. You can't really describe the bond. There's no measurement to it or anything, but it's there, and you feel it, and it's really great that you have that kind of connection. And so if people just think, I don't, if people just let go of that pet peeve, or I don't know, that I don't want to share with someone who's like 1,000 miles away from me, who doesn't even know what it's like to be in the Philippines, just let go of that, because I'm from the Philippines, and I'm hearing someone from New Zealand or Australia, and all these other places, and it's wonderful. It really is wonderful.
Thank you for that, Rhyza. Oh my gosh. That's so wonderful. I love you being there, because you always sending your questions to me.
Yeah,
I can never
yeah.
attend live. See, when we meet, it's probably 3 a.m. for you.
Yes, it's
You
3 in the morning, and I'm asleep.
yeah,
So
you
yeah,
never
as much as
bend.
I would love to be there, just another great thing, and thank you for mentioning that, is the recordings. The recordings are a lifesaver for me. I
Really?
mean, as much as you really want to be there because of the time difference, which is unavoidable. I just so happen to be, across the world, half the world away. It's just great to like have access to that recording, because I get to listen to what transpired on the call, and see, listen to this. Even if the magical moment happens live, I can still experience it listening to the recording.
Woo! Give
That
me chills.
is how powerful it is. Yes,
Because
that
it's all
is so true.
energy. It's all
With
energy.
all the energy coming through,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not just because it's a recording. There's a delay, and whatever happened there isn't. There's a saying, you can't touch the water the same way, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like that. It's, you still feel it the same way that you would feel it in a live video. So hesitating to be in Earth Angel School because you can't attend live, it's no excuse, because yep, listening, I said that. Listening to the recording really is it's the same. It's the same effect. It has the same effect. So yeah, I would recommend people to not use that as a reason, or don't let that
Yeah.
stop you from being in Earth Angel School, because oh god, the many things, the things that come out of your mouth are just, they give me goosebumps, and they have this, it has this effect on me. It just like, something changes in me, and like a light bulb, you know
Yeah.
like I it's just really great.
Well, thank you so much. And I am nodding my head just because I know the experience of leading that group, and it just comes through me. So I'm not taking credit for it except to be an open channel. So that's the reason I'm nodding my head.
Yeah,
It just,
yeah.
the answers for you, the answers for the other ladies will just come through me. And so again, it's not about me, except that I'm before God, So I thought, like, yeah, I'm so brilliant. But
I know. You never come across like that. You're always very grounded on the calls, and you allow that opportunity for us to be in the moment. and we all experience things together. And
Mhm.
it's like holding hands virtually, just being there for each other.
That's
It
so
feels so great.
cool.
Yeah, to have each other that way. I mean, I can say that by listening to this person from Australia who's having a tough problem with their family and so, and that while I'm listening to that, I'm also giving my heart, and being there for that person in that way.
I didn't even think about that. So
Yeah.
that network of us holding each other's, because I know one of our ladies, one of her children is in a
Yeah.
really fragile physical place, so it's kind of
Mhm.
tough. And so we are all, and I'm leading everybody in the principles of holding the faith and not looking at what is, but holding the faith. So the structures of the calls are like, I do a grounding, some kind of meditation
Yes,
that with
meditation.
the recording you have, some of them are just so amazing. They're always different.
Yeah.
And I give a little class, what I feel is really moving in that week. We meet every
Yeah.
week on these calls, these live calls. And then everybody can just pitch in, give
Mm.
advice to each other, and I kind of guide it and direct it. But wow, that's just so awesome. So you would recommend everybody
Absolutely.
join?
No hesitation, no anything. And this is coming from a person who hasn't done this before.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I have been encouraged to participate, and all these other things. It just, I didn't have that. I didn't have that. I didn't have the right push, I guess. And I think it was. I think this is the best time for me to be in Earth Angel School because I am wanting to be in a different place.
Yes.
I have been hoping, and you say this a lot. You want you want us in Earth Angel School to be women on the rise,
Yes.
and that's very I relate to that so much because I want to be that kind of woman, someone on the rise. And um, on the last call, I just want to say this.
Yeah.
When you said things don't happen to us, it happens for us, and that just,
Your volume's gone way down.
oh, sorry. Let me move a little to the mic. Is that
It
better?
went away for some reason. It just kind of went away, diminished.
Huh. That is strange. I'm not sure what's happening. Let me know if it's
It's still the same. It's like it all of a sudden just receded. Is the typhoon coming?
we have two coming, and I'm still smiling.
Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay, so you're
Better.
still smiling. That's okay. Now it's a little bit better. Okay, so what were
Okay.
you saying? Sorry, I
Yeah,
interrupted.
no, that's okay. I just remembered what you said on the last call, and you said that when you said things don't happen to us, it happens for us. And after
I
you
need
said that,
to get a little bit
I
closer to
glowed.
the mic. You might need to get a
Yeah,
little bit. Sorry.
yeah, it's okay. So when you said that things don't happen to us, it happens for us, I instantly glowed afterwards. I don't know if you can understand that feeling where,
Yeah.
because I really just, I have all these things I want to accomplish in my life,
Mm-hmm.
and I write down my stuff, the things I want to happen for me. I visualize them. I talk to myself about it, and I talk to people I care about and who care about me about it. And when you said that, it just affirms it, that I have control over what I can create in my life. And that's one of the best things that you've said on the call, just to affirm that the universe is there for us.
Yeah.
And yeah,
It's a stretch sometimes,
thank you
but
for that. Yeah.
it there's no other way to look at it unless we are these, and we're not. So I won't even go to that description I was going to say, but so yeah, great, Rhyza, thank you so much. Yes,
You're welcome.
it is for women on the rise, women who want to get where they want to get to and kind of plow through whatever their obstacles are. I call it going through their terror barriers. I'm sorry, I should say going through our terror barriers. We go
Yep.
through these terror barriers together. And as I lead everybody through the practices, and because every call as a workshop, right?
Mm.
Taking people through processes and,
Yes.
coming up to the line of where their edge is and taking everybody, including myself, into the next level
Mm.
and crossing over the fear so that we can live our great big lives. Because otherwise we would just sit and be comfortable and watch television all day and maybe put the covers over our head. And that doesn't mean some days we don't feel like doing that.
Yeah.
But
where's the fun in that, right?
we have a big life. You have a purpose. And Earth Angel School is about you having that purpose come to life for you. Women on the rise, women who want
Yep.
to live their potential on this planet.
Yes. And speaking of potential, after the second
Your volume's real low again. Get right down to the mic.
I'm sorry this is happening. That was weird.
Yeah, you have to when your mouth is right on the mic, we're okay.
Okay. So
closer. Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Pretend you're in karaoke. Hold that thing up.
Okay.
Oh, it's the microphone. It just went in and out. Okay, there's a short in the wire, I think.
Let's see if I can fix that. Is that better?
No. Just hold it up to your mouth like a karaoke mic.
Okay.
There you go.
It has a stand, so maybe I'll okay. I hope this is better.
It's perfect.
Okay, so I just want to say something because I wrote something after one call, and I want to share this. And
okay.
I haven't shared a lot of these. I haven't wrote any of these things for a long time, but after that call, I wrote something. And I'm going to read it right now, if you don't mind.
Sure.
So I said here, what is the point of fear or hesitation? And I'm going to reiterate what I said in the beginning of the call. I've been battered by life as a child, molested as a child 3 times by my stepfather, uncle, and my mom's cousin on different occasions. I've been beaten black and blue for stealing money I never stole on the day of a big school exam by my mom's aunt. And I've gone through heartaches and disappointments. I've had to look after my brother at the age of 12 up until college because my mom had to support us from far away. Despite all that, I excelled. I was a straight A student. I was very, non-academically and academically in sports, everything, name it. And when I experienced moments of weakness after a streak of success, I started to fear. And maybe because I was opening up so much that the outside was affecting the state of my inside, I started to question what I'm really built with. And the hesitation started, the anxiety kicked in from all directions. I've had anxiety attacks for 2 years. But over time, I let go of doubt little by little. I waged war against that part of me that destroyed the very essence of who I am and should be. And now, after years of putting myself back together again, I've come to realize that I never should have doubted myself in the first place. Because the answer was with me all along. And perhaps I needed that reminder. Earth Angel School reminded me. And because this will help me sustain me for the rest of my life. And for those who have the opportunity to face fear in the face and tell it to fuck off, do it.
Yeah.
Do it. I do it, and I tell myself I am powerful. I am beyond typical. I am a fucking shooting star whose light will never go out.
Yes. Wow.
Amazing, right?
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
That's after one call. It's after one call. So you can just imagine all the benefits after so many other.
After the first call?
I think I had the courage to write something because, it took a while for me to just really open up and just peel myself, right? So I think this was on the second or the third call. So yeah, that's just one call. I had those thoughts in my head after one call. So yeah.
Rhyza, I thank you so much for sharing your
You're
life.
welcome. Yeah, I hope the things that I've shared today, well, it's because it's not giving you the opportunity to really, in all honesty, it's not giving you the opportunity to be a medium, to teach. It's not. It's allowing people to be who they're meant to be.
Yes.
It's that. It's just simple as that. Earth Angel School is that exact place.
Mm. Thank you so much, dear one.
You're welcome.
And, you know, we have women in our group in their 70s and obviously in their 20s. So
Yes.
there's no division between any of us, because we're all women on the rise.
The connection is the
our
same.
Barrier onto the next level so we can live our great big life.
Absolutely.
So if you're interested in joining the weekly calls, we have calls every single week where I coach you live, get you through whatever it is, and you get to have your voice heard. Private Facebook group, you get the recordings. I do a video recap so you know what's in the call when you get the recording. You get to download the recordings and keep them for your personal library. So whenever you're having a downtime, you just plug that thing in and you get the meditation, the grounding, the class, all the other ladies around the world. And yeah. So I invite you.
Join Earth Angel School. Come be with us.
It's earthangelschool.net, earthangel school.net, earthangelschool.net, and I look forward to developing a relationship with you too in this community, the sacred community of women. So many blessings. Rhyza, thank you again so much.
Thank you.
Many blessings to you, dear one, and thank you for being in Earth Angel School, and thank you for everything you shared.
All right.
Okay. Bye.